Hi there everyone, LifeDIYJosie here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Thrifty Thursday when I do a throwback of one low budget idea every Thursday. This is a spring wreath and it's a dream catcher. So let's get started. For my wreath form, I am going to be using a remnant of one of my projects, and I'm going to be inserting in the upper right hand corner an iCard where I made a dress form, and I have leftover materials from there on that video, and this is one of those. This is actually the opening or the mouth of one of the waste baskets that I used. And I did mention on that video that I keep things and don't throw things away because I may have a project that I can use it for. So since there are still some remnants coming from the wire where I cut off, and I am going to be removing them, I'm going to be using a pair of scissors. You can use wire cutter. I'm also going to be using this bull nose or flathead plier so that I will be able to flatten it out. So I'm going to be doing that so that I will not have anything pointy or sharp. And just a precaution for all of you, please wear gloves when you're doing this. You will see me not wearing one right now. I'm so used to doing this, and I know that it's sharp, but I'm just careful. I'm not touching the pointed or the sharp edges. I am just avoiding those. So I just want to give you that precaution. So you could see here I did a little bit of snipping with my sharp scissors, which I got also from Dollar Tree, and then I'm proceeding to bend it to the edge so that I will flatten using my bullnose plier. And I'm going to do this all around anywhere there's a pointed item. Next, I'm going to be using my twines, and I'm going to be doubling up the twines, the strands of twines, and I'm going to be winding around the form or the wreath form. I am doing a double strand, and for the exact measurement, I believe I used approximately 10 or 12 yards. The longer the better, so that you can just do it in one swoop and then cut it at the end. So to start off, I created this loop where I folded my strands, and then I put or applied hot glue here so that it will be my starting point. And this can be optional for you if you don't want to create a loop. I created the loop so that there's a place for me to hang the wreath. But if you don't want to have one and you want to just create something else later, you can do that as well. Few rope or twine to wind, and this was the one I started off with, and this is how I'm planning on to connect them together, is that I will tie a loop here like so. It's just because what I want to do with this is where I'm gonna hang my wreath. Okay, so I have a loop to hang my wreath. Here it is, all wrapped up with twine, and I have the hanging loop on the top center, and I am ready now for my ribbons. The Dollar Tree sells laces such as this one. This is a remnant. I've used this in a project before, so I'm just going to be using only what I have left over because I don't want to overspend on this project. So just want to let you know that. But if you are still buying this material, that'll be $1, okay, for each roll of this ribbon. And then I'm going to also add another remnant of a blue gauze ribbon, and I'm gonna put it in the middle, and then also some twine. So it's up to you what kind of length you're gonna use, how much materials you're gonna use. As long as they are sort of even, then you can use them. Now your first instinct, like what I've done here, is to tie a knot, and not that it's wrong, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a loop and then insert the two tails there, or the two ends, and then I can showcase two strands at a time. Much better than having a knot that can be bulky and harder to kind of keep straight. And I'm going to do that with all the ribbons. And I'm also going to be using strands of strings or twines that I used to surround or wrap the wire earlier, so that it will also be part of the tail for the dream catcher wreath. Here, you can see. Let me show it to you with a lighter background. Okay, so I'm adding more here. So this is how I looped everything, you know. All the ribbons and twines are the same, looped the same way. See, I put a loop and then I put it down like that. And then just making sure that they're all sticking together. And then this is my last piece. And then that's it. See here? That's fun. All right. Here we go. The twine I'm keeping long. Using another backdrop so that you can see the contrast with this white lace doily or lace mat that I got at Dollar Tree. They come two in a pack. So as you can see here, I am applying hot glue on my wreath form, and then I am going to be attaching it, or the doily or the lace mat, onto it. Now traditional dream catchers use threads to decorate the center. You know, there's some designs that they wound or they create. Now, since I don't know how to do that, I cheated a little bit and I'm using this doily or lace mat. So I just want to make sure that I put it even, and the center flower design there is at the center before I can really hot glue everything in the perimeter there. So as you can see, I am going to be applying the glue not on the fabric itself or the lace, but I'm doing it onto the wreath. That's why I flipped it over and then apply more glue. So this is where I'm going to put glue. I'm going to lock in the knots here with this so it doesn't unravel. Make sure that you have enough glue there as well, and pull it. There we go. All right, now wait for it to dry, and then you can cut all the excess fabric. It's time to add the flowers, and I chose this blush or peach colored peonies that they sell at the Dollar Tree. There are 6 flower heads here. I am going to be putting one big one along with 2 small ones, one on each side at the bottom part. I'm going to be attaching this with hot glue on top of the portions where I knotted the ribbons so that I will have a better finish. So it's up to you if you want to surround this perimeter of this wreath with flowers, but I like to keep it simple and cleaner. So I'm just going to be cutting, like I said, 3 pieces of flowers, 1 big one at the center, 2 small ones, 1 on each side, hot gluing them to cover the nuts here at the bottom. Here is the finished project. I really love the way it looks like hanging on the wall as it is at the end of our hallway on the upper floor near our bedrooms. It's so beautiful. It can actually be used to decorate a girl's bedroom, a nursery, you know, make it for a romantic guest bedroom as well. You can use this to decorate even a party. For example, if you're having a baby shower, even a bridal shower, or weddings, you know, decorate the church pews or the chairs. If you're having garden weddings, it will really look great there. It's a shabby chic romantic style, and it's farmhouse style too. And I hope you will recreate this project. Let me know in the comments section down below if you are planning to do so. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone, and I'll see you again next week for another Thrifty Thursday. Bye!